Here we are. Look at this. We are all settled in a marina. The sunshades are on, the AC is on, and we're not moving for the next 4 weeks. It's a bit hot, I have to admit, especially here now that Mr. Clever has blocked the entire airflow. But we don't spend too much time here anyway. We're down below in the AC or out in the town.
That's right, we are in marina mode. Oh, it feels hot without the AC on already. We've moved in fully, as you can see. Everything has been deployed to protect us from the harsh sun. It's super hot, this town, at the moment. I'm just grateful that every day there's quite a breeze that blows through the boat and through the marina. But now we're off to check out the town.
Believe it or not, but this is the first time since we own Bohemia that actually we reversed into the slip so that we can get off from the stern of the boat. It's quite a novelty. Feels like we are a large 55-footer.
Yep, little Bohemia's moving up in the world. We just need a gangplank or a passerelle next so we can step on and off in style. For now though, you have to just take a leap.
So look at that. That is our marina. And basically, we are right in a town centre. It's only about 5 or 7 minute walk towards the old town. Where all the bars, restaurants and entertainment is. So one of the best locations that we have seen in the city in terms of marina point of view. Really good.
It's always such a novelty for me being able to sail into the middle of a big city like this and just stroll around the town as if we had a hotel room. But of course we've got our house in the backyard, so it's just perfect.
I think the only city which can trump this is New York. New York? Yeah, let's go to New York.
I'll start watching the weather, huh?
Ooh, they look good. May treat myself to a little empanada.
We've only been out 5 minutes, we've already got stuck behind a food truck.
Now I know where they make them. I always question the hygiene, but actually I'm okay with that now.
There's so much street art on display in Cartagena. Beautiful.
Okay, so una vegetariano para
Didn't last long, did it? It's a new low for us, flagging down the food truck on his way to set up. But at least they're fresh.
You know, when in Rome. Delicious. Got to go for double long run tomorrow now. The wall art is absolutely breathtaking. Before we arrived to Cartagena, every single sailor that we have met, they've said that Cartagena is the jewel of the Caribbean. And she really is. This is one of the nicest cities in the Latin world that we have visited. It's definitely up there with the Mexico City or any old European city such as Prague. Absolutely breathtaking.
I'm really hard pressed to think of a more beautiful city than Cartagena. Everything is so different. The buildings, some of them are crumbling ruins in different states of repair, not a straight balcony in sight. Everything different colors, some old, some new, but it all just falls together like there's no other way it could possibly have turned out. And it's stunning with it.
exciting times for Bohemia. We're getting upgrade, not of the boat, just of the upholstery. We found a fantastic guy here, a professional upholsterer. Coincidentally, his name is Pedro, who actually is gonna change the entire settee for us. He will restuff the cushions and he will change the covers. When we bought Bohemia, oh, see, I did that. Hang on. When we bought Bohemia, it was green like this. Very pretty, eh? I then did this myself on a sewing machine. It's vinyl. It does really well for the last 5 years, but it starts to crack in so many places. There's tears on the vinyl, which actually I was quite disappointed at because I thought this material was gonna last for like 10 years. So we're just gonna utilize this opportunity while we are in Colombia and things are very, very reasonable to have the job done properly and professionally. Not saying that I didn't do it properly and professionally. See, it works. But we would be fool not to do this. It still looks good from a distance. It looks fantastic. So as everything on Bohemia looks great from a distance, not so good from close up, including the captain.
Yeah, back off. See, that's better.
See, gorgeous, terrible.
I've done my face on today. I wasn't expecting a close-up.
Hopefully we're gonna stick with something soft and vibeable. Think of the parties. That's what I say.
It's happening. I hope we got the measurements right. If in doubt, go big. That's our policy. It's so nice having a professional advisors on this project. He recommended that we put a layer of this on top of the old foam, and it's going to make it so much more comfortable. I can already tell. I'm not going to be moving from that couch.
For change, eh? Okay, it's happening. Pedro from the tapestry shop arrived. He's taking all of our cushions to his shop and we're gonna have a brand new settee. So yeah, we're gonna be living here for a few days without couch. Best get out into town and do something.
Finally, I found a way to stop the first mate putting his feet up. Take away all the soft furnishings. Gonna be no rest for a week.
See, this is how the professionals do it. They actually measure. When I was doing it, I was like, that will do. On a sewing machine, job done. And it looks it.
I gotta say, hats off to the first mate. I would not have the patience for this job, and he actually did a pretty good one. But I can tell now the other Pedro's on the case. It's gonna be so much better.
Been telling you for years, you need Pedro in your life.
Just not this one.
A Pedro who knows what to do.
My search for the perfect Pedro continues.
We were just saying, we are now cruising for almost 4 years, and since we left California we haven't really spent much money on Bohemia and maintenance. And it does catch up with you. You know, things will need to be repaired, things will need to be refreshed, and sadly I think 2023 is the year that we have to do a lot of things, you know, the buffing, the waxing, the upholstery, the solar panels are starting to deteriorate as well, so it's gonna be a bit challenging year. Captain needs to pull his finger out.
I'm just very grateful that all this is being done in Colombia, where it's actually affordable, not somewhere else.
So this is how we live now. The cushions are away with our upholstery guy Pedro, and we're trying to figure out how to make ourselves comfortable. So we're taking the cushions from the V-berth and putting them here. I think it's gonna work, plus the dog beds.
It's a real jigsaw puzzle today.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. Oh my god, this is more comfortable than the original cushions. Yeah, that will do. We've asked Pedro when are these cushions gonna be done? And he says, I don't know when, but very, very soon. So let's hope it's not the Latin very soon. No offense, obviously. It's gonna be, he said, muy pronto, muy pronto.
And then we're saying like days, weeks?
Yeah, months.
Don't know, but very soon, very soon.
Because we've got places to go to, you know, busy life.
And things to sit on, more importantly.
Look at that. 5 days later, and Pedro is here with all of the cushions. And may I say, he has done absolutely terrific job. The stitching, I have never seen anything like it. Such a good decision that we did this, because it is absolutely beautiful.
Well, look at this. I feel like I'm on a new boat. It is just amazing quality work. You can look as close as you like at this stitching and not an imperfection to be seen. It's just incredible. Pedro has been great. It's not quite done, as you can see. He's a perfectionist, so he was measuring up and he's taken a couple over.
Thanks. I'm sure he's talking about me. Perfectionist, professional, perfect stitching. Go on.
It's very confusing having two Pedros around the place. But I think you can guess which one I was complimenting. Pedro is asking $500, only $500 for all of these 17 cushions I think we have, for all of the work. And then on top of that, the material here is super good value as well, so I think we paid about $250.
But really, best decision we made while in Colombia. If any of you is coming to Colombia and you need to have a bit of a refresh down below, like we do after a few years, you know, definitely have your upholstery changed. The stitching is perfect.
I feel like we need to cover it up with some sheets or some plastic wrap to fit, I think. I'm just scared to touch this stuff now.
Definitely, I'm wrapping it all in plastic. You know, viable material is the best.
Especially if you're in need of a refresh down below, I think. This is incredible, I can't stop looking at it. Not only is it so much better than other Pedro's work, but it's so much better than Benito ever left us with from new, so can't fault it.
So, not only the saloon and the upholstery got done here in Cartagena, I have also tackled the V-berth, aka the naughty room. You would not believe how much crap we have collected in the last 4 years that we just put into that room. Oh, this will do, just put it into the front room. Oh, we may need that one day, just put it into the front room. No, none of that survived. Everything has gone, and look at that! We have an absolutely beautiful guest cabin. I'm actually moving in myself, you know, for a bit of a privacy and luxury. So yeah, look at that. Finally we can have some guests in comfort. Really happy about it. It makes me feel internally happy whenever I look into this room, how minimalistic it is, how tidy it is. Really good. Obviously the captain is not allowed to come in, to go anywhere near it, because he is the key offender. Every time he's got something in his hands, oh, I just put it in a V-berth. No more. No more. Next thing on the project, just need to get rid of that, and then I'm gonna be really happy.
Welcome to the land of plenty. Plenty of drugs in this case. Mainly prescription ones. Those are the ones that we're interested in right now anyway. While we're in Colombia, we're taking advantage of the easy availability from all of the pharmacies of what are normally prescription drugs in other countries. And this should serve us well for our cruising in remote places. We really don't want to find ourselves caught short on some gorgeous island with some hygiene issue from the galley, no doubt. So we carry as much as we possibly can with us, and we go to town with our drugs. We have antibiotics for covering everything from our heads to our toes, and we're taking the opportunity while we're in Colombia to stock up with everything.
Not only antibiotics, and I have needles, injection and needles. We've got it all. We are covered on all fronts.
We're basically a floating CVS pharmacy at this point. If you need anything, drop by Bohemia. We'll sort you out. With 300 unspoiled islands, flat seas, and dependable trade winds, Panama's San Blas Islands are a true paradise and the ideal tropical sailing destination. Now you can join us here for a week on board Bohemia as we show you the best cruising that the Caribbean has to offer. Learn the ropes of sailing, catch a fish for dinner, or take in the sunset while the first mate mixes the drinks. You decide. Check out our website for information, dates and availability, late 2023 going into 2024. See you in paradise!
We can't have our wine costing more than our diesel.
Most of the time, the diesel tastes better.
Special thanks in this episode goes to our latest patron, Robert from Washington DC, for fueling the captain's search for the perfect Pedro.
Champagne for everyone.
Thank you so much, and here's to you! If you've been enjoying our episodes and want to fuel the first mate's bad behaviour in the Caribbean, then follow the link on screen to find out more. See you next time!